Lord be with you. And with your spirit. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Praise you, Lord. After he had fed the people, Jesus made the disciples get into a boat and precede him to the other side, while he dismissed the crowds. After doing so, he went up on the mountain by himself to pray. When it was evening, he was there alone. Meanwhile, the boat, already a few miles offshore, was being tossed about by the waves, for the wind was against it. During the fourth watch of the night, he came toward them, walking on the sea. When the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were terrified. "It is a ghost," they said, and they cried out in fear. At once Jesus spoke to them, "Take courage, it is I, do not be afraid." Peter said to him, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water." He said, "Come." Peter got out of the boat and began to walk on the water toward Jesus. But when he saw how strong the wind was, he became frightened, and beginning to sink, he cried out, "Lord, save me." Immediately Jesus stretched out his hand and caught Peter and said to him, "O you of little faith, why did you doubt?" After they got into the boat, the wind died down. Those who were in the boat did him homage, saying, "Truly, you are the Son of God." The Gospel of the Lord. If I ask you, do you believe in God? I'm sure that you'd all say, "Of course I believe in God." If I ask you, do you have faith that God really loves you? I think all of you would say, "Well, yes, I believe God loves me." Well, today our gospel, it brings us a challenging test to our faith. What a story. In our gospel, Peter and the disciples are in a boat, and they're out to sea, already some miles off the shore, which means they're in deep water. And a storm comes up, and the waves are rocking the boat. Remember, Peter is a professional fisherman. He knows the sea very well, and he knows when he's in danger. So that's our scene, okay? You got it? Now, in the fourth watch, which would be sometime about 3 o'clock in the morning, Peter sees Jesus walking toward them on the sea. And he cries out, "Lord, if it's really you, command that I come to you on the water." Jesus said, "Come." Peter stepped out of the boat into this raging sea and actually started to walk on the water. But very quickly he realized the danger he was in. He said, "What am I doing out here?" And he began to sink, and he cried out, "Save me, Lord." That's our gospel. You know, the sea rages around us sometimes. We are all living in sort of scary times, don't you think? I mean, it seems like every day we come a little closer to death and destruction. Some of us are living with illness, and we get tired, of the pain and the helplessness that comes with sickness. Some of us are living in poverty, perhaps even one paycheck away from eviction into homelessness. Some of us are living with injustice, people doing bad things to us or saying bad things about us. Or perhaps we're living in loneliness, feeling really alone. Just unnoticed and uncared for. Sometimes our life can get very heavy. Sometimes it can bring us almost to the breaking point. The sea rages around us. So what's our gospel saying to us today? Our gospel is not asking us to walk on water. It's asking us to act like we believe that God's love is more powerful than any chaos, any evil, any danger. Our gospel challenges us to take up the storms of our daily life with a hope and a faith that might risk being overboard. The winds can be so fierce against us, yet the power of God's love for us is greater still. That's what the gospel, I think, is saying to us. Sure, there are times when it's hard for us to believe. We simply can't see it around us. There are times it's hard to believe. Those are the times when we want to pray, Lord, increase my faith. Lord, increase my faith in your love for me. Increase my trust in your love